Welcome back to another episode of Back Your Chat. I'm here with Araba and Sarah, and we're here for another episode. But we're going to do it a little bit differently today. So, guys, we're going to start off with a scenario section where people have sent us in scenarios. Okay. And it's called Am I the Fool? Okay. So they're asking if they're the fool.
Okay.
And you need to tell us whether you think they're the fool. Yeah?
Okay.
It's kind of, self-explanatory. Ready? Am I the fool for adding extra chili and salt powder to my dad's meat so that... Sorry, this is so stupid. So that he can stop asking me to cook. But recently he went too far and he started choking.
I would do that still.
I mean, I hear it.
How?
Pop's got to make his own food.
You know what I mean?
Like, you're a big man, you know?
Like, you're a big man.
You're a big man.
My mum, okay, I cook, but my mum, she also like cooks. But my dad, like, I'm not going to wait on your hand and foot. After 3 meals, you know what I'm saying? Like,
after
make noodles.
I didn't marry him. Ask your wife if you're hungry.
No, literally. Because I'm just a vulnerable child.
Why would I waste my youth serving my father, then I have to serve my husband too?
I understand.
Guys, you're not even the idea of serving your husband food. Yeah. Just a man food.
No, sorry, I'm mad submissive. I'll trust me. When I get a husband,
You even be happy doing it?
Yeah.
I can't lie.
Not my dad though, but
I've been doing it as a boy. Like, you get what I mean?
You what?
6 months in and you're getting feed.
No, forget that.
Yeah, but I don't see the problem with like cooking for a man.
I see the problem.
I feel like, do you know what it is? I feel like when people say, oh, like, it's two wifely duties, how do you think someone's going to wife you if they're not seeing the things you can do? Because, let me land. You see with men... I didn't even jump you. You're not going to date...
I didn't even jump you yet.
Let me land. She's trying to use this podcast lingo. Let me land.
She said, let me land.
Let me land.
Please. Nobody interrupted you.
I know you guys are thinking I'm going to say a mad thing, but I was just going to say, when it comes to men, if the man's not showing you 1 or 2, you're not going to fuck with him. So I feel like it's the same way boys see it. If we're not showing them 1 or 2, they're not going to really take you in. But I feel like men don't take you in. Like, it doesn't really matter anyways. But I mean, in terms of roles reversed, that's what I mean. So like if a man doesn't look breaded from the get-go, I would cut. Is that what you're telling me? However, it depends what age I am.
Yeah, I think that's a big factor.
If I'm my age now, I wouldn't cut.
If a man's not got money.
It depends how little money you have. If you're at my level of financial, I don't know what the English is.
I feel
at my finance level, yes, then I can't open my mouth. However, if you're at the point where now I want to go Nando's, it's a problem, babe.
Nando's,
please.
£8, you know. For
please, it's not £9. It's not £8 again. Now it's £13.
Like,
if you can't do that, I'm sorry. I don't know where you think it's going, because sometimes I want roses. You're struggling with Nando's by Rose.
What?
But then again, little where she sells.
I'll be honest, roses. Like when it comes to the age thing, it depends. I feel like it depends on the age of your partner, because if of course, like if we're 20 and like you're talking to someone who's like 24, let's say, or 23, depending on how old you want to go, I wouldn't really expect a man who's 23, 24 to be going close in level to me in life, just because it's like you've had those extra years to do certain things. The same way at 23, 24, I would expect to be in a certain place myself. Unless I'm talking to a guy that's the same year or just a year older than me, it makes more sense, because I can't expect much from that. Yeah. But if you're a uni graduate and I'm like...
And not just a fresh graduate. You graduated 3 years ago. Why do you not have money? Why are you not driving me?
Exactly.
Why have you go back to retail?
Why are you serving me at Sainsbury's?
Not even Marks and Spencer's.
Every time you go to work, you know what's crazy?
Next, please.
Men like that, when they get back from work, they're pissed.
Every day, now you're angry at me.
They're just pissed because retail's hard, and then they're coming back home and they know that they're not getting paid till the end of the month. And other niggas are taking their girls Hakkasan, and you'll say, "Oh, babe,
like, wait for payday. You know? Wait for payday.
Payday's on the 24th, you know."
I hear that. I get it.
Wait for payday.
And you don't have
there's nothing disposable
wrong with
income.
Men that work.
There's nothing.
Normal jobs.
Oh, 100%. A 9 to 5 is respectable.
But at a certain point, you should
be elevated. You should want better for yourself.
3 years ago, and you went back To Sainsbury's.
You know that's what you do when you first get a job, your first job, you jump into retail. You've now met back with your roots. Come on, let's
like,
please.
Tesco warehouse 5 a.m. G.
No, but warehouses are crazy.
You can't even text your babes up until a certain time because you gotta be up at 3 a.m. sharp to the warehouse. Because you don't get there. You know warehouse is strict as well. Like if you're late,
that's it. That's you finish. That's you finish. Oh, anyway, we really strayed away from the question. Really I can't lie, I would do that, bro. Are you joking? If I've told you, Daddy, I don't want to cook for you. Daddy, I don't want to cook for you. Daddy, from the third time, I have to show you. Now you must feel. Because why would I not put extra salt? You never ask me to cook for you again. Right. It's a strict thing. But would you say that they're the fool? Or would you say that they should be nicer to their fathers?
Be nice to your father.
I feel like it really, really, really depends on how the father treats her.
Oh,
if the father, if they're not, even though you see, mum and dads, they can be there, but they can still be absent. You know, so if the father's there, but he's basically just absent, just basically holding space in the home. Why am I gonna respect you in any type of way? You know,
because I even think if. Let's say me and my dad were really close and like he really catered to me, provided for me, I wouldn't feel any type of way of, okay, maybe I should cook for you now.
Yeah.
But when you're now doing nothing, just breathing like a dog, watching news and Nollywood, why should I cook for you?
And I feel like unless my father's like incapable of making his own food or he's in a position where he's not well, he's going through something, of course, like you always want to cater to your parents as kids when you get to a certain age, because it's like, but if you're just one of those dads who
you're just lazy,
you just breathe, you're coming through my room, you don't even knock on the door,
that one you're just standing in the door frame for what?
Know what I mean? I'm asking you for money, you're telling me go and ask your mum. I'm not cooking.
I'm not going to cook for you.
Suck yourself, G.
Okay, so who thinks she's the fool? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, we've agreed.
I don't think she's the fool.
You're not the fool, babe.
But if
you're not the fool, but be careful.
Yes.
Because you might kill him. You get what I mean?
High cholesterol is a real thing.
It really depends, because Yoruba people, they love spice. So if the dad is Yoruba, I don't know how he's choking them.
I don't know who told her this. Yoruba people, we like, my family can't hack spice.
You guys that put like 10 Scotch bonnet in one steam.
It's called detoxing your body. You know, once you sweat, you'll be rejuvenated.
If you cut a Yoruba person's body and like it's not blood that's gonna come out, I'm promising you, it's steam. It's palm oil. There's not gonna be blood.
So it's palm oil. Now you're broken. How can you say that?
Sorry, bro.
Okay, guys, we're gonna go into our normal he said, she said. So basically what you have to do is, I should even ask you, what do you guys have to do? But I'm gonna tell you. I ask you a question and you need to guess the percentage of people that said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Would it be out of 100?
Yes,
okay.
That's what the percentage is out of.
Oh, okay.
Side eye. No, I'm joking. Okay, first question. By the way, you're against each other.
Oh.
So, there's 3 questions. If you get 2 right, you win.
Oh, okay. So whoever guesses the closest percentage wins, basically. Okay.
Yeah, brings that around.
All right.
You can discuss for like 5 seconds, but do not say numbers because you don't want to help each other.
Oh, okay.
But you can say, oh, I think it would be a lot. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Cool. So, this question was only asked to girls. So the question is, what percentage of people value money over personality when pursuing someone?
Or more.
Oh yeah, 5. 4.
Sorry, repeat the question. I'm rattled right now.
She said, which percentage of people prefer
money over personality when pursuing someone?
When it comes both genders, yeah? Like as in which
only girls
only
girls
Oh, they only ask women. Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, wait, 3. Do 2. Do 1. Oh yeah.
I think it was like 70%.
Okay.
0.
That prefer money.
Yeah.
I think it was like 55%. That prefer money.
So, the real answer of this question is 28%.
I
think these niggas lying for real. I think these niggas lying
for real. Take you to Morley's and see how you feel. Do you get it?
Yeah, but if his personality slaps, you know.
What?
Timmy, take your life seriously.
If you can make me laugh, you can really get away with a lot. It's actually so sad.
I can make you laugh. So what happens now? Do you get what I mean?
Let's take it outside. Yeah.
No, I feel like that percentage is definitely a lie, but it's okay to lack money.
But money. But think about it, if you had someone who was really broke, but they had a beautiful, like, amazing personality.
I've been there, done that, and look where it landed me.
Single?
Yeah. So right now we go for money. So they even give me that.
But you can go for the money and still be left single.
100, but at least I chopped. Do you get what I mean?
It's true. At least I have something to show.
Something out of it.
Because imagine, how will I persuade people your personality was good?
Exactly. Oh no, we didn't go on dates, but I love him. That was me. Don't be like me.
Oh,
That was us.
That was us.
Us.
That was us.
Was that me? No.
I hope they do.
I
hope they catch you.
We're gonna post this.
At least you're not gonna catch. Yeah. Anyway, she said free. No, you're an idiot. Cool. This question was only asked to men.
Yeah.
What percentage of men feel like girls expect too much from them?
100.
Probably like 80%. Men think everything is too much sometimes.
100.
Do you know what? This podcast, they're definitely gonna think we hate men.
We do.
I don't hate men.
It's just the time of life I'm in.
My kingdom spouse, I know you're out there.
Amen. Kingdom spouse. Please find me.
I've
Just say my password. Do you have your password?
What?
You know how you make a password with God? Have you done that?
No. My kingdom spouse will find me. I know. That's how my dad found my mum. It's not, you know.
Do you get
kingdom spouse. They has to find me.
A password?
Yes, I actually have a password.
Like
password? I can't, so that one of them cannot come and message me. Oh, password! I'm thinking, wow, my kingdom spouse.
Wait, so the password with God is basically
like a code word,
a code between you and God. And what if the person
says it? Then I'm like, that's my kingdom spouse. Then they will say it.
God will tell them. Okay.
And it's like my password is very far fetched. That is, you just wouldn't say that in normal. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, let's say mine was night owl or nightingale. Nobody would say nightingale.
Oh yeah, I know what
so
mine
when you
is
now
now
come to me, you just made it here.
Yeah, in my head right now.
Yeah, go and take it to God.
And pray as
yeah,
well.
take it to God.
I'm gonna do that but now I know the word. I just have to remember it.
I wrote it down, but it's always in the back
of your.
You trust me. You always. I feel like if someone says it, you'll be like, damn. You say of your brain.
Of your cream.
What's wrong with you? Okay, what percentage do you guys think?
I said 100.
I said 80.
68%.
Stop the lies, man.
She said stop the cap. She said stop the cap.
You know what it is? I know 3 men that are in that 68% as we speak. And this is coming from a place of hatred, guys.
But also, we can get into it more later, yeah? But I do think, just a food for thought, if you think girls expect too much for you, maybe you just can't provide enough and you're insecure.
Word.
Guys, you know you better start
You're going to make people pissed off today.
They're going to be angry. If you're angry, it's okay. It's okay. Subscribe and the anger will go away.
The problem is we're all African. It's just a different mindset for us. We're not these British babes. Did you get it?
Like, British.
I didn't grow up with 50-50. It's not something that I'm used to.
My mum's dowry.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Them 8 cows. My mum got
them 10 goats.
You know,
those goats must have tasted
really
nice.
Lower my standard because I'm in Britain. I'll go back home and find my partner.
I feel like a lot of people, they have an idea of what they think their standards are like. Normal things are like dates, you know, like buying them things, like little things, like affection and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like people over materialize.
Mm.
Yeah. So they be like, yeah, he has to get me a Birkin.
Yeah.
Babe, I don't even want a Birkin.
I'll sell it.
What are you gonna wear your Birkin with Vans?
Do you know what I mean? Because guys, I'm wearing Air Force Ones. Air Force Ones.
With a Dior bag.
With Louis Vuitton bag.
Please, let me just go PLE.
PLT will do me so well.
I feel like
give me Shein. Give me a Shein bag. I actually will be I'll be laughing,
like
fam.
The misconception with expectations when it comes to men is that men often see the little things as too much. So when we're asking for the little things, they think we're doing a mad thing. But it's just like, if you alter this one little thing, we're done. Like, we're fine. Yeah. But the thing with men is that you can't
get into it too
so
much
many times before they You know what I mean? But because in their eyes they see it as so big, that's why they feel like our expectations are so high, when someone could be asking for the basics.
Someone could just be asking you to go and buy them chocolate or just go to the shop.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I feel like, why do niggas not plan dates? Like,
the
I
thing
find
that's
it
going on
crazy
now is that men are saying that if I'm gonna pay for the date, you should plan it.
Do you know how silly?
just like,
you know, are you even a man? Because why should I plan the date? The first one?
I did that for my mum. My dad never.
Do you feel like your standards came from your parents?
Yes, of course. I idolize my parents'
think so?
relationship.
Yeah.
Like, that's their goals.
Yeah.
Their
My dad
goals.
loves my mum.
Their goals.
As in, it's one of them ones where my dad probably likes her more than he like. Do you get what I mean?
100%.
Like,
No,
my dad
but
is in love with that woman.
No word.
Like,
30 years deep into marriage, I'm not about to let myself get koalas.
Yeah.
This is brutal.
Sometimes I'm scared of like marriage, yeah. Sorry, side note. I'm scared of marriage because of complacency. I'm scared of people getting complacent and comfortable. You think you'd have to take me on a date after 20 years of marriage? Yes, you still do.
yes, you
Yeah.
do.
Yes, you do. You gotta keep that
I
fire
used to feel like
burning.
the first month I met you, honey.
Oh my god,
Every
darling.
month needs to feel like it's the first month of us.
It has
like,
to.
You know what I mean?
It genuinely has to. If not, your marriage. That's why people go and cheat, because they need a new
And a
thrill.
lot of men, they see sex as nothing.
Yeah.
So now that you've given them that, they're just like, oh, why should I really like take you on a date? I've already got
exactly.
you. You know,
That's why.
in the back.
That's
Even
why
if
you
like
don't cheat men before they take you out. You don't. You better give me that blood ring before you come. Sorry,
I hear it.
that was very dramatic of me. Okay, so this is the last question and the topic of our debates today. What percentage of people feel like we set unrealistic goals for ourselves?
60.
You think?
I'd say 70%.
Is it 70?
70%, yeah.
68%.
So
Leslie.
he's I was close.
Leslie did get that. But the other ones, I don't even remember who got them.
Yeah,
Everybody's a winner.
Everybody's a winner. We're all children of God.
Winner. No, you guys is in church.
No, we did. We just can't
Yeah,
sing.
then you the winner. Ta-ta, you the win forever. Winner.
There's actually like a very important thing I need to say.
Go on.
I feel like I'm about to eat.
Eat it, girl. Ah.
Okay.
Go,
Yeah,
go,
sure.
go.
I even need to drink some after. So I feel like one thing that has kind of, back to the topic of men, just before we get onto the topic of like, you know, I feel like one thing I forgot to mention is the fact that a lot of the way men think have been influenced by the fact that they have single mothers. And I feel like sometimes men don't really want to fuck with girls that have fathers and brothers because they know that they will set the standard for them. And you know what I find crazy? Let me just adjust the mic. Do you know what I find crazy?
Yeah, girl, tell us.
When people are on social media, you're laughing at the single moms, but your
Yeah.
mum was the strongest woman in the world.
Oh.
Why? What makes her different? Your
Yeah.
mum, you're rapping about your mum in the studio. My mum didn't even have food, but she put food on the table. Where was your dad? But you're making fun of other single mums that are in this generation now.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing a lot of older, especially these rappers and all these things. You're on social media blasting at women that are unfortunate enough to maybe be in a predicament when they are a single mother. But then when it came to your mum or your friend's mum, when you were wearing plimsolls in school and she was fighting for your life to slice bread, that was when she was the toughest woman ever. And she's, do you get it? But other women are below par.
Yeah.
And you're saying I won't look after the next man's kid. That's what niggas were saying about your mum back in the day. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, that's why you
And
didn't
if
have
somebody
a
said that
stepdad.
to your mum right now, you would lose it.
You would lose
You
it.
would start flipping tables.
And I also think since they're just not used to seeing a normal family anyways, I think their friends having
perception.
kids prematurely as well,
Yeah.
it just influences their mind. Because if 5 of your friends have kids, baby mums essentially, number
You're
6
just gonna get a baby
you know?
mum, innit?
Number 6.
Do you know what?
like,
If your group is not all having youths, bro, you're next.
you're next.
So you've got to be
Don't
next.
go. To be honest, girls, don't go and like chill with a man that all his friends have kids and they're not married and they're all like young as well, and it's just a thing of displacement. Because I promise you, even if that man you met doesn't have kids and
He
you have a
looks like
kid
he's
with
patterned.
that man, he's going to follow feet as his friend. Like they
Yeah.
all friends will. Men are very influenced by their friends, and even though they don't like to admit it, they do have leaders of the group. And I feel like it's the
Sorry,
same for both genders.
Tyreek. Guys, there are leaders of the group. Some of them are just
said jump. How high?
Everybody, how high? Should I jump from up there or that one? Which tower?
They call him Oga when he comes in.
When he comes in, the emperor, the
Some of them even lie flat on the floor.
They said they touch the floor like this. Guys, because the leader of the group, do you know what
How
it
are
is?
you doing, sir? I'm getting fine, sir.
I'm fine, sir. Like, bro, do you know how many times I've deep, they're like, there's a leader of the group, but you just don't know that that's the leader because he's manipulating you so
subconsciously. And you know what I feel like it is?
Today you're going here.
Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not even
reschedule the funeral.
Reschedule it.
We're
sometimes
going out.
It's not even one guy that's the leader. Sometimes there's like maybe, for example, you know, boys often have big friendship groups, and maybe if there's like 10 of them and they're all like tight, maybe 3 of them are the
old guys on top,
head honchos, and the other 7 are like, I can't really chill my girl today because my boy said I gotta come with him to the studio. You get it? You're in Dartford making music videos,
bro. You're not doing that.
Do you get it?
For why?
You're running rampant going studios.
You actually, your face is twisted because you know you don't want to be in that video.
Bro, like,
but if your boy tells you have to do it, you have to do it.
You're even holding the camera because you're not long enough to be in the vid.
But for plan dates with girls, you're
crumbling.
In fact,
you're melting.
Crumbling.
It's even. I feel like it's even embarrassing as a girl seeing the leader just manipulate them. Please think for yourself. No, please. Please. Please think.
If I don't come ever back to this podcast, he's killed me. No, but it's a thing of like, it's not even just like, a lot of men are like that. It's a thing of like, and I feel like it's the same in women's friendship groups, because let me give you an example.
Oh, there is the Regina George. Is it Regina
100%,
George?
the mean girl in the group.
Regina,
like,
what's her surname? Regina
George.
I was right.
Yeah.
Oh my, sorry.
From Mean Girls.
Let me play calm.
I feel like it is the same for female friendship groups, or with males. They never want to admit it. Like you're cancelling on your girl because your boy told you today we have to.
Today's football.
Like,
tomorrow is basketball,
bro. What do you mean you're going out with your girl?
What, we were here before your girl?
Yeah, we were here before your girl.
Nigga, you want me to open my mouth and do some fornication?
Like, sometimes you gotta ask your man, like, are you lot cheating?
No.
Because there's no other explanation sometimes.
Is your boy pleasing you? I can't lie, because it's got to be that.
But it's a thing of money. It's hierarchy in boys' friendship. Like, the nigga who has the most money in the friendship group is the one who gets the most ratings.
And I feel like it's also the one who gets the most attention.
Yeah.
Because now his head is big, his ego, he's now walking like,
and it's
I'm that guy.
If we chill with this guy, we can get girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he's got the AP, so we can bring girls back to the AP. Like,
that one is always, yes, they're always using the leader of the group as a foot to help themselves.
Yeah,
like they'll be like, oh, he's got this money, I can use that for this. Just breathe.
And I hate how boys treat their fat friend. Like, if you're big, a bigger, a jigger, like, please leave them alone.
They be calling you chunks, and
like,
you're just chilling with them.
Chubs. Like what?
Every time you eat, they make this yum. Every time you eat,
they have the big.
Eat. That's all you know.
In front of that big T, big S. Like, why?
Yeah.
Or Teddy or something. Or sometimes they switch up with Trizzy. We know that means fat. Like, we know that means you're the fat friend. It's calm. They tried this Trizzy thing.
They've now told you, boy, come gym with us. That's a bit mean. Leave your friends.
Yeah, no, but they do treat their fat friends like.
And also, do you know what? I think some men actually just treat fat people bad. Not men. They don't discriminate between men or women.
This is not a discussion I am appropriate for.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Did you see that girl on the news? He said that we should make plane seats bigger for fat people.
We should make plane seats.
She said plane seats. Like, she wants them bigger for fat people. Yeah. So she's happy to be fat then. Let's start with the topic, please.
We like edit.
You know, yeah. No. Like, you know,
we are not getting jobs, G.
No, but I don't understand why. No, because I was looking in the comments.
It's actually okay to be big.
It's not bad. No, I'm big, guys. Don't let this fool you. I'm a 14. Don't let this fool you.
But it's okay because big is still beautiful.
Big is still beautiful.
Yeah, but I just feel like at a certain point, when is it going to end?
No, because she's using her fat now. Just buy two seats.
It's like, you know what it is?
Buying 2 seats is a drag.
No. Because they were saying on the news, just go to business class. She's like, but I don't want to pay business class, so walk across the sea.
Consequences of your own actions.
Like,
you ate yourself to that weight.
She didn't even say she's thick. She says she's fat.
She calls herself fat.
Yes.
So at least it's self-proclaimed. So that means we can work towards another.
Yeah, but that's
destiny.
the thing though. If you become complacent in how you are, you make it everybody else's problem. We didn't eat you to that weight. Do you get what I mean?
True.
You knew what you were getting before you got fat. Like before you were fat, you saw the sizes of seats. So you should have imprinted in your head that if I exceed a certain size, life will be more difficult for me by default. So you can't make it everybody else's problem. Fucking no, buy 2 seats.
Now because you guys are taking up the front row, we have to sit at the back of the plane.
Like your big head is just blocking everything. That burger body of yours.
No, don't you? Do you know what it is? I think when it gets to a certain point, yeah, it's like now it's actually a health concern.
Yeah.
Like before, it was just like giggles, but like now I'm actually concerned for your health because now you're at higher risk of diabetes. You're at higher risk of high cholesterol.
Yeah. You're at higher risk of squashing me.
Like I have a co-worker, guys, called Derek. Derek is severely obese, and no.
Derek puts coke in his back pocket.
Guys, I saw this guy eat a block of cheese. A full block of brie cheese.
That's not okay.
It's not a joke. But Derek, he knows that he's endangering himself. He knows that. But he's okay with it. Like he doesn't
and if you're
cry
okay with
about
it,
playing seats and seats. He's like, if you don't want to sit next to me, you can, but there's just this bit left.
Yeah.
You know? It's just like, yeah, but her, she wants to act like, you know, oh, we must cater to this, we must cater to that. Exactly. Stop pushing your agenda, babe. Lose weight. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. You don't need to conform to stuff because your life is hard. There's billions of us on this earth. If we change everything for every person,
we will never be satisfied.
Bro, I'm sure if I told people to lower things now, the tall babes are gonna complain.
Exactly.
Because I can't reach the top shelf. You don't see me saying, guys, short people they've been discriminated against. Bring the shelves down.
Come on now.
We don't say that.
Come on now.
Just get a stool.
Do you know what I mean? Or get somebody to carry you.
Tippy toes. There's men around.
The thing that upsets me with that like topic is the fact that it's okay to be in whatever body you're in, but if you get to a point where you know certain things aren't going right for you due to your weight, you can't really be angry at the world. Yeah, because it's kind of like you're taking it out on us, but you what did we do to you? Because at the end of the day, when I'm going through Oxford Street, I'm the one that needs to get past, and you're the one that's in the way. Do you
now
get
the plane,
it?
the plane is even heavier.
The plane is leaning like this now. We're literally one wing is in the Atlantic Ocean.
You're in a car and your tire is deflated on the side that you're in, and you're complaining about
your bed frame broke.
That's the last thing.
Your bed frame broke.
Your metal bed frame.
Did you ever watch like Nah, that's actually you know it's bent like this,
bro.
That's crazy. You know, did you ever watch like that show on like Channel 4? It's like
My 300 pound life or fat super size.
Super size versus super skinny. That thing. Do you know what it is?
Think, how could you eat that much food?
That's back when fizzy drinks were nice. That's back when fizzy drinks and crisp had the full sodium level.
That was before
now we all have to reduce our level.
If I get my hands on that man.
Jamie Oliver's ruined even McDonald's. He's ruined.
And the mad thing about it is that now we don't eat. We don't kids, you know, all them celebrities. He's probably eating worse food than us. But chicken is where you draw the line. Yeah, sugar is where you draw the line. You suck kids' blood. Do you get it? How do you think you got that famous?
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. What I was going to say was in reference to about man them not going for girls who know they have a strong like relationship with their dad or their brother. Yeah. Guys, that's very true. There's even like specific men that like I've heard of that like girls with daddy issues because now they know they don't have to put in as much effort because your standard isn't there.
Men are wicked.
I'm not surprised.
Men are, I'm not gonna lie. If I was a man, I would do the same. Let's be honest.
100%.
Let's be honest.
So happy I'm a girl.
Oh,
I'm not taking you Haka-san.
Haka what?
That's my whole month check gone.
For why?
What?
To eat small drop of potato
trim?
and one wing like this. Please,
guys,
no.
When they start talking, I get quiet because I be spoiling niggas for real.
Do you know what it is? There is no problem with spoiling niggas.
Like, question.
Yeah.
Are you like? How do you spoil them? Do you think you're like mad submissive? That you're like, oh, if he loves me, I'll do anything. Like,
no, not like that. But in terms of like, if I see something and I'm outside and I'm like, oh, babe, I like this, I get it. I don't care the price.
Oh,
$5, I'll buy it.
For who? For him?
Well, not for him anymore because he's gone.
But at the time,
yeah,
5 billion.
You know, I was in love, wasn't I?
She was in love.
I would have done it.
Were you together?
Yes, together.
Yeah, they were together.
Oh, 2 years.
Yeah,
you know
so
what?
It's making sense. Of course, she's gonna do.
I do hear it.
Like I'm a very my love language
is giving gifts.
Yeah.
Ah.
So I always find something like for someone to like. Like, I'm just so thoughtful like that. Even if I want to plan something, I plan it fully down to the T. I know what time the train we're gonna catch is.
Oh, you're one of those over planners.
Yeah, I'm
sick of over planners.
When I tell you,
sick of
when
your kind.
When it came to like his birthday, she went all out, and it was just a thing where it was like you can see girls will do it, but it's just about leading and following when it comes to men, and a lot of men don't lead. So I don't have. That was the problem with my side because it was just like I only got him perfume. And that was a one-time thing. I got him oud, and it was just like it's not because I'm stingy or nothing, or it's not because I didn't want to, but it was just like you're just all like you're not leading and you're not motivating me to do things for you because I feel like when a man takes care of you, it becomes a pleasure to do it in return. Like you enjoy making him happy. Like yes, I will cook you food today. Do you get it?
You can sit down
when
and
a man
eat
like
it.
Do you get
rice
it?
And stew.
Let me give you guys an example.
You hungry?
One of my managers at work was telling me the other day how like she used to talk to this Ghanaian boy because obviously I'm Ghanaian and I always say Ghanaian boys are just not it. But obviously every country has their people that are calm in it. So she was talking to
whether you're half, three-quarter, zero, no.
And the guy like she told me the guy drove from Milton Keynes where he lives.
Keynes,
Milton
Keynes.
Cut that out. How do you say it again?
Milton Keynes. Milton MK.
Yeah, okay, cool. MK. Yeah. English. Yeah, the babe was telling me how the guy drove from MK down to London to pick her up, dropped her in Northampton where she went uni, and came back to his humble abode in MK. And you're telling me if a man is like consistently offering to do stuff like that, like I can call him and be like, oh babe, I'm just on my way home. Where are you? I'm in Guildford. Yeah, I'm coming. And he lives in Tottenham. Do you get what I mean? That energy.
When you see someone sacrifice
like,
stuff for you,
and I will clean and I will. You get it?
Call me Nicki Minaj. But I'm gonna do everything.
When a man doesn't lead and then you're demanding girlfriend and wifey duties, it's just embarrassing on your half because it's just in the back of my mind I'm thinking, have you even taken me on a date and you want me to cook for you?
No,
I'm also
for
using
real.
you.
No, for real.
I just think, what if I told my dad this?
He'll faint.
Oh,
my dad would literally probably
do you know what? I don't even use my dad. I use like some of my male friends. If I tell my male friend about how you treated me and he looks me in my soul, I have to cut it off. I have to cut it off. There's some of my friends. My closest male friends are the bluntest people I have in my life. But if I tell them, guys, this boy did this, but I like him, they will look at me. They'll tell me, Timmy, come here. As I've not come there, they said, have you lost it? They will jumpstart my brain that day. Are you joking? What do you mean? I like him, but I asked him if he can buy me crisps at the shop and he didn't do it.
But the problem that I sometimes don't like with male friends is that sometimes when you're not in a relationship, for example, and you're giving your standards to your male friends, sometimes they make you feel like you're looking for too much yourself.
But then those are the ones that are insecure. And I genuinely believe it because there's male friends that will like even encourage you to want more for yourself.
Because guys, on this question, do you think asking for a man who drives is too much?
That's standard. But do you know what it is? I also think you need to have, I don't think asking for it is too much at all. I think, for example, if I drive, I can 100% ask for someone who drives.
Yeah, 100. Yeah.
If I don't drive, I can still ask for someone who drives, but I can't be too like tunnel vision and like, only drives. If you don't drive, cut you off. Because babe, you're not doing that with yourself. Yeah, but I do think like asking for anything, I don't believe you can have too high standards unless you're saying six figures, which is 100%. Just unrealistic.
You're making 3, it don't make.
Babe, you're not even making 3.
The guy is going out in the Miri jeans and you're literally wearing Primark like outfit.
You're wearing Primark sets.
And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that.
I love Primark.
We have to talk about like
let's be similar.
The man's gonna be like, hey, babe, where you following me with them Crocs? Like I'm wearing Balenciagas today, and you're thinking, wrong.
And
like,
also,
Jordan ones is as expensive as I've got.
I'm even in kid size. It's even half price.
You know them Comme des Garçons Converses. When she landed, I was like, this is the designer. Like, and then people that started wearing B22s, and I was thinking,
I just caught you. You're still going. Now it's Dior.
Take your
Guys,
time.
can we come down?
Wait, pause. Where's everyone getting these Dior
Please,
DHgate.
because I've not seen them be so. What do you say?
DHgate. Bro, they got good replicas on there.
Oh yeah, let's look at the line because this
Balenciaga. Sorry,
jacket, child.
Ciao.
you guys are foolish.
Before they
You
call us
guys
in
are
these
foolish.
comments, we ain't got
Question:
time for this.
what do you get a man as a present? Because I don't know. What do you get a man? If I had a man, yeah, as much as it's like, oh, know your personnel, yeah, that's nice. What do I get to you? Because men don't say what they want. I'm that girl that would be like, I want this. I want this.
Yeah.
I want this. I will help
Girls
you.
are very sure
Of what they want, yeah.
But
yeah.
men will say, nah, like, man's good. Just get me
But
FIFA
you know
20.
what? You know what it is about men though. Men, they do want it, but
They do.
They just don't want to
as
ask for
women,
it.
we have to just watch our man. Because anytime I wanted, like, okay, if I was to be in a relationship and I wanted to buy a gift for my boyfriend, I'm just gonna watch what he likes. So the more I go to see him, or the more I go to his house, maybe I see that he wears tech fleeces. Okay, he likes to wear his night socks. Okay, he likes to wear this type of perfume. From there, then I'll take into mind what he likes, and I'll go from there. But if we just listen to men saying, oh, I don't want nothing, they're gonna, like, men get disappointed too.
Yeah.
And you can see in that, like, there's been times where they've expected something and you can see in their eyes where, you know, they're hurt, but they're not gonna tell you that
You know,
they're
if I
hurt.
see that man's eyes that I hurt, I don't know what I'll do. I think I'll just go and jump
It's sad
under a table or
though,
something.
sometimes. They look like puppies, but it's just like, you probably cheated on me anyway. You get what I mean?
You know, the puppy's still gonna cheat on you, so you might as well go for the old man. But I feel like my type's changing, you know. I feel
What
like
is your type?
my type. What's my type? I like, as in personality wise, not facially. I like what I like visually.
Yeah.
I know that I like it when I see it.
Yeah.
However, I feel like I'm leaning more towards the nice boys now, you know. I used to be like I like someone that's got a bit of rude banter and but now I just want to be treated well. I just want to be loved. I don't want to have to second guess your feelings towards me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to have to like think, oh, does this boy still rate me? I just want to be secure in this relationship. I don't want to argue. I don't have time for toxicity, because one thing about me, you argue with me, I will shut down and ghost you. Simple. I don't have the capacity to come and argue.
Shout on my phone and I pay bills. Like,
What?
Exactly.
I paid for my phone, and you think you can touch my phone and try and throw it?
Does my dad even shout down I end the call on my father? What makes you think
And you think
can?
you silly
can,
20-year-old boy, I'm gonna like behave any differently?
My days, my
Age
parents
specific.
wanted to watch this.
It's okay. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
But yeah. But what's your type?
I'm more okay.
Oh, God fearing.
Oh, yeah, 100%. If God
I need you.
did it, you know.
Sorry, not to interrupt you,
yeah.
but I need cool. For the man to be the leader, you need to also be leading spiritually.
Yeah,
And that is something that nobody talks about.
We can't be unequally yoked.
Oh, we can't be
can't
unequally.
be
In fact,
unequally
you need to be more strong in your faith than me.
Yeah,
because when the girl, do you know what? I've tried to be the girl that is more strong in their faith than the man.
It never
doesn't
works.
work
It never
because the man is the one that sets pace.
Yeah.
If you're not setting pace, I'm trying to set pace, but I know I'm gonna end up giving in.
Yeah.
But if you're the man and I'm still trying something, you know, we're all human,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, you know, today I want to do this, and you're like, no, babe, like, we're not doing that.
We got church.
You've now
got
shut me
service.
off. I'm
Let's
not
do
gonna.
Bible
You
study,
G-checked
you know?
me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as the girl, it's so much harder because you're not the dominant one. You're not supposed to be
you're
the
not
dominant
supposed
one
to be-
in the relationship.
Definitely. I feel like my type has definitely changed. Like I used to love hood
niggas.
I hate
When I say when I say hood, I mean deep from south.
I'm talking about like thugs, like
yes,
gangsters.
like
like GMs.
Yeah.
But wait, hold on. That doesn't make sense because your dad is like your rock. So why
Yeah,
are
but
you
need to not
seeking
forget where we're
validation
coming from
GMs?
though.
That's what I've been seeing all my life.
GMs.
We're from South London, so it's just like
No, you guys on your own. I've seen a GM. I even find them smelly. I think they stink.
No.
Are you joking?
Not necessarily gang member, but a hood.
Like the one with the big coat and
A hood nigga.
the leader.
we're not talking
They're
bum.
clean. Yeah,
babe.
we're not talking bum.
Oh, okay.
We mean like clean, you know.
Oh, but a bit hood.
But yeah, do you know what I mean? But it never works out, guys.
Go for the hood gentleman. That's my type now. That's my
what
type
I
now.
I wanted.
Oh.
Me, I just want my kingdom spouse. God,
It's true. Please, God, I'm
hear
actually ready. Am I actually ready for my kingdom spouse? That's a good question. I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not ready for my kingdom spouse.
I feel like my type has changed as well. I wouldn't say that I used to be like into GMs in particular, but I would say I lean more towards boys that were from the hood and were like on a bit of badness, shot in here and there. Do you get what I mean?
I find that so unattractive.
And I feel like now that I'm getting older, even regardless of like my walk within Christ and everything, I feel like as women, the older we get, the more that lifestyle is not appealing.
It doesn't look
we
nice.
want to have kids.
I want the financial advisor.
Why, when I'm trying to go Central, you're telling me, oh, babe, I can't go there. You know I got ops. What?
And you know, if you open, guys, there's something so icky about, and this is an ick that I actually have, about a man that will open his mouth and say like, man's got ops. What? Shut up, bruv.
Yeah,
this is not
like,
everybody hates Chris,
I can't
bro.
do the jail. Like, for example, we have kids now and you're just in jail and it's just like, bro,
now I'm holding it down.
No dad, and it's like,
we
gotta come busy you in jail, because I would still want to maintain that relationship.
But I don't want my kids in that environment.
I don't want my kids to be in that environment, because they're just gonna become a product of their environment now. Because my dad was like that. My mum, do you get what I mean? They're just gonna see it like that, and it's not normal.
Not her dad, by the way. She's talking about the kids, like hypothetical.
The kid's dad. My dad goes to church.
As we've all said, our dad. We have the fathers.
We have them.
We have the
my dad right now is getting ready for a 12-hour shift. Yeah, can't settle for less.
My dad is just coming home from church.
I feel like my type now.
I think my dad is probably sleeping on the sofa. Please, let's be honest. Come on, watching events.
My type now is defo somebody with authority. I feel like for me, because I wouldn't say I'm a traditional woman, but I would say that I like to be submissive. I don't do this. I'm not an independent babe. I'm sorry.
Nah,
I am not. I don't know how to do it. You know, it's too heavy for me to lift. I'm that type of babe.
A damsel.
I'm a damsel in distress.
I'm a damsel.
And I can't. The problem with hood niggas is that they don't like damsels in distress, you know.
Yeah.
They like girls that got it for themselves, because hood niggas are stingy.
Yeah.
Most of them are stingy. So they prefer to go for girls who are independent, because they think, you know, women just like, I don't need a man, I can get by myself. I need a man to pay my bill when I get married. I need it. I'm not gonna work and look after kids and then clean the house and then die, and then, you know, and I feel like my whole life was dedicated to everybody else but me, because women often, the reason why they get older and they get depressed is because they look back on their life, especially with those who have kids early and those who have husbands who don't help around, and they think, like I spent all like my 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s catering to somebody else, my husband and my kids, and my husband enjoyed his life, my kids enjoyed their upbringing, but me, and now I'm 60 and I feel like I didn't enjoy my life. And women go through depression, and we go through depression silently, because I do understand that men often do have higher rates of suicide and those things, but I feel like when I say women, I mean married women and women with families. Oftentimes
there's a lot of pressure.
I've seen it in my mum. Do you get it? They put their feelings aside, and then your parents start tweaking out sometimes, like your mum starts tweaking out sometimes, and you're thinking, what's wrong with her?
Why is she just pissed off?
But,
bro,
it's
she has to pay 5 bills. She has to make my food, get me ready for PE, do this, do that, do this.
Take me to school, come and pick me back
there as well.
You know,
and it's like,
and you know, people actually still like pricks in the workplace. Like,
exactly.
you can still be, your managers are still mean.
Exactly.
So just because your mom's coming home smiling, oh yeah, today was good, doesn't mean that in your workplace it wasn't fine.
Like, when I say I need a man with authority, I need a man who's able to sit back and see when me as a woman, my feelings are not aligned. Because I feel like some men, they can visibly see that your girl or your woman is like in a place where she's unhappy, regardless of if it's with him or with whatever she's going through separately. But if a man can't notice that something is wrong with my girl, I need to come in now and make sure things are
this is where I step in.
It's just like, what's the point? There's no authority there, and I'm never gonna feel safe.
Yeah, because now you're moody around and they're like, oh, what's wrong? Oh, you're just moving mad.
You're just always moving mad.
Oh, man, like,
you could just,
man, you know what? Like, why are men so hard-headed? Somebody to just come and sit down to me, because I actually feel like I'm definitely not a traditional woman, not 100%. I feel like I could definitely be, but I feel like I'm a bit more dominant than the average woman. I feel like I can submit, but it would take me so much.
But sorry, quick question, but do you feel like that dominance affects your interactions with men? Do you feel like sometimes 100%. It comes across as too much?
For them, 100%.
It does.
I think, do you know how many men have like told me they're intimidated by me?
Or like they be like, oh, you're rude, innit? Like, or they just think you have some sort of,
or they always tell me like, you think you're too good for me? Yes.
You think you're nice, innit? Yeah.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. No, I don't think I'm nice. You think I'm nice. You think I'm nice, and yes, I know it.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I'm sure.
A lot of men, they're not really secure because they've never really seen a strong woman. Going back to what you said, especially like they've never seen
Shake my hand. Shake
even
me.
the ones their parents have been in relationships for 20 years. Sometimes they have never seen their mum stand up to their dad. They have never seen their mum disagree with their dad. They've never seen these little things in the household.
And
So
you know,
now,
you know what household I love? You know when you're on TikTok and you see them like people on TikTok, you be like, I'm not gonna cook for my man if I'm not happy like with him. And you know, some men, you know, one thing that I hate, and this is not even like men, this is pertaining to African men, the older generation, what they used to do to our mums. They will come back and maybe if they're not happy with our mum, the mum has cooked food, like maybe fufu, and you know what I mean,
to make it up to them.
and the man refuses to eat because he's not happy. I will swallow that food in front of your face.
Sorry?
I will eat it myself.
I say,
And
baby,
you know
come
what's
back.
crazy?
No, it's
back,
okay, come here.
Back in those days, African women would be like, hey, I'm sorry, my husband, why are you unhappy? Please eat for me. Like begging the man to eat. But
If you don't want to
feel
eat,
like
that's fine.
Especially African boys grew up seeing that submissiveness. And this is not submissiveness as in the Bible submissiveness. This is now the man is using you as a doormat.
Yeah.
And they see that. And so when they realize that
That's
girls
what they
don't want to
associate
be
with
used
being
as a
submissive.
doormat, they think that we're just trying to be dominant, and we are still submissive, but we know our value now.
Thank you.
And it's not a thing where back in those days, look, you can't divorce. You have to go to the elders to get all that stuff sorted. Here in this country, if you go to the courthouse and say, do you get it? I don't want to be with this person no more. This.
Done.
Finish.
You
Done.
can get a divorce.
That's why they're
get
so
a restraining
intimidated
order.
when they meet a girl with like, especially an educated girl that knows what
Do you
they
know
want.
what?
You know,
All of
Do you
us
know
are
what?
chasing some sort of degree sitting here, and I'm showing you men get intimidated by girls that are chasing degree. Please, if you're chasing
not
a
even just
degree,
degrees.
get a man who is chasing a degree as well.
Not even
please.
just degree.
when they're working in corporate, they
you're-
start to crumble. Men will crumble when they see you in
I've
corporate.
had men that want me to not go to university, as in they would prefer, like, you're encouraging me to miss my lectures.
That's ridiculous.
When if in
you should
reality,
be empowering me, encouraging me to go to my lecture.
You failed
Are you
first year and that
joking?
you never went back to uni. You think I need to be on your same level? Some men want you to be on their level.
Yeah, because they can't deal with someone that's above them.
can't deal with
They
someone
can't
that's
handle
above them.
you.
Because they know in 2 years our tax brackets are going to be
But that's the
different.
same.
Completely
But you know
different.
what it is? Girls do the same thing, because I've seen it. Some people that I know, if they have like a boyfriend who's shot in, they want that man to shop forever.
Yeah.
Oh, babe, you don't need to go lidge, man. This is fast money.
Yeah.
So it's not always.
It's not even just man. It's not even just man. Girls do it too.
It's
Yeah.
girls.
Like
that
girls
do
will
it.
genuinely do it
As
too.
long as it's benefiting them.
Yes.
That's why I feel like a lot of people they materialize the relationship, and that's why the relationship will always fail.
Yeah.
Like in church today, we were talking about the there's like these Greek, I forgot what it's called, but there's erotic, that's an erotic relationship, lust. If you have that, all you guys are going to be concerned about is sex, money, making each other happy. That's it. You guys are unequally yoked. It's never going to work out.
Yeah, you have to
It's
be
never
have
gonna
to
work
have
out.
very similar values to
you know-
be with
yeah.
someone.
You know what? When we come back to the discussion of money, I
Yeah.
also feel like reasons why a lot of relationships fail, and sometimes men don't understand when we say this, but you can't make your whole personality about getting the bag.
Yeah.
You've got to have something else.
Guys, what
gotta have something else
what do
about
I
you.
do? Do I jump?
You've
Do
got
I
to
do
have something else to
backflip?
you.
Oh,
and you
let's-
know what, guys? I'll even sit up for this topic because I'm resonating.
I'm even
with this a
ready.
lot.
Let's all sit.
Because the problem that I've faced in my previous whatever is that I feel like sometimes I meet a man, especially men that currently maybe don't have it at the moment, they become so upset and so oppressed that they don't have it, and they make their whole personality about getting money to the point where when they get the money, they have nothing else to offer now except for the money, because they haven't focused on improving any other areas in their life apart from the fact that they didn't have money. But you're forgetting that money can't unlame you.
Hashtags
Money
from the
doesn't
heart.
make you less of a shit person. You
Yeah.
get it? You can have billions of money, but we
still be
can
terrible.
still compare you to niggas like Elon Musk. People don't like him.
They're gonna hear you chewing in the mic.
People don't like him, and he has bare money. Do you get it? So you, as a man, thinking that when I get my money up, I'm gonna be up there now. People
Babe,
are still gonna see you for the
there's
lame ass
more to
nigga you really
success
are.
than just
People are
being-
still
having
gonna
money.
see you for the lame ass nigga you really were. I promise you, money won't change you. Cool.
We've been talking about it too.
Do you know what I also think? I think niggas think
Yeah.
gaining money is the only way to sorting your life out.
Yeah.
Babe, no, there's actually way more to it.
Yeah.
Like you standing up and saying, that girl did me dirty. Let me get my bread up.
Bitch, I don't
Nigga,
care.
that's not gonna solve. You need a heel.
Bitch, I do
You
not
need a
give a
heel.
fuck. I'm not jealous of you right now.
Please go get a massage or something.
Because
Please,
you,
go
you,
find-
you,
go
you
play.
men, you men think that I'm gonna get my money up and she's gonna be jealous, bro. I've got a new man now. I've probably blocked you off everything. I don't know what you're doing right now. G. Like you can do what you, and the thing is, cool, you have money now, you've taken me on a nice fancy date, we've got to the restaurant, I'm trying to bust a conversation and you're not talking back to me, you're not funny, you're not nothing.
So
you
you're
think
just
I'm gonna
like,
come back on a date?
What colour are your panties?
Yeah, or you're just,
You
or
know
everything
when
I'm
niggas
asking,
says-
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. You think I'm gonna come back on a date just because you have money?
I can't even believe that a man will ask you questions like that, bro.
What colour panties do you have on? Have you asked your mum that
I hear
question?
that.
Do you ask your mum why she's built like a Yogi bread? Or like fridge?
Your mum still
She
has
gave
that
birth, she
20
never lost
years
the
ago.
weight. She never lost
Your
the
mum is commenting on my weight.
She never lost the weight.
But your mum looks pregnant at 50.
Guys, let's talk about mums. Because
You know-
honestly,
Your mum is in menopause and she's taking it out on me.
Now she's angry at me. I'm
Because her
just
breast fell. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
because they
It's not my
dropped.
my least favorite mums. I'm sorry, guys. It's not all of you, but majority.
I feel like if you say
Yoruba
what-
mums, I'm sorry. Yoruba
Fine.
mums are wicked.
My mum is
Yoruba
nice.
mums- yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Majority Yoruba
nice.
women I've met, you guys are mean, man. And I'm half
It's true.
Igbo.
It's
you guys
true.
are mean, man. You guys are
they don't-
judgmental.
do you know what it is?
Staring my face and that.
Do you know what?
And it's just like,
Sorry, I
sir,
didn't
I'm
mean
not
to
gonna,
shout like that.
You know, my tribe is different. I'm not gonna come and prostrate. I don't know you. I'm sorry. I don't know you. You know, especially like with my ex. Yeah, his mum was nice, but I just felt the eyes all the time, and it's just like, damn, like, bro, I could never do anything right without like me just feeling something burn in the back of my skull.
Yeah.
You know, only recently did she start warming up to me, but I just always felt uncomfortable. 'cause
And
my
that
mum-
makes your life difficult.
yeah, because my mum, she's Ghanaian. Ghanaian women, one thing I can say about most Ghanaian women, were very nice, loving
Yeah,
women.
majority
They're not
of
really
us.
judgmental like that. I'm not going to lie to you. Unless you...
Don't give us the side eye because there's 2 of us in here.
Listen, babe. I'm not picking
There's one and a
sides.
half. There's not
I don't
two.
pick
Stop
sides. I
lying.
don't pick sides.
That's
But,
2.
but
Do you know what? I do actually feel like Yoruba women don't know how to love.
yeah.
It's not everyday insults. Sometimes
you
tell
think
your
that's
man you
what
love
They
him.
love their sons and they don't, you know, the
I feel
daughters
like it's got
just
to do
wanna-
a lot with culture because
Yeah.
the Yoruba culture is very
Stern.
Yeah.
Very
money,
harsh.
Yeah.
status,
And submissive.
Yeah.
You gotta be up there and
Yeah.
submissive. Like the whole prostrating thing, Ghana, we never do stuff
Yeah.
like that. Do you
Yeah.
get what I mean?
My mum
So I
would
feel
never
like it's
ask me to do
definitely a
that.
difference
Yeah.
in culture that makes them appear as more harsh. But I feel like
Yeah.
when you are from their culture, you do understand that sometimes it's not
Yeah.
the harshness. That's
Yeah.
just how they are. Because with certain Ghanaian tribes, for example, the Ashantis, I'm not Ashanti, but all the other tribes think the Ashantis think they're too pompous
Yeah.
and they're too up there.
Yeah.
But it's just how they are.
Yeah.
It's
And
just
so
something you need
when
to
you
adapt to.
intermix with
Yeah.
them, you realize we're all the same people. It's just cultures are even different even within the countries.
Yeah.
Because my parents are from 2 different tribes. They eat different foods. They speak different languages. They have different
Yeah.
ways of communicating, and sometimes
Yeah.
they clash
Yeah.
because they're not from the same culture in terms of ethnic tribes, but
Yeah.
we're from the same country.
Yeah.
So I feel like when it comes to like pertains to Yoruba and Igbo people, I feel like it's definitely a clash.
Of like
you know,
cultures.
Definitely.
Also, oh, guys, sorry, I also have anything to get off my chest. Those judgmental aunties in church, this message is for you. Guys, stop asking me, stop comparing me to that child or your son. Your son has got 3 girls pregnant in uni.
He's been
Your
to
son
jail.
is shotting and he went to
Been
prison.
outside.
Don't talk to me about.
We haven't seen
do
him in
not
service.
talk to me about.
We see him
Oh, your
one
skirt
year.
is too
We see
short.
him one time a year at the end of the year for night vigil.
But night vigil for crossover service. That's the only time the son is in church.
Anytime we
Come
see
and say
him.
thank you.
Crossover. He's even at Motive, bro.
He's even doing.
My man only comes to church on Christmas Day. And that's because they're serving food.
And that's because there's food. I'm not gonna come and
You know
devour
what,
the
yeah?
food.
I feel
Rubbish.
like a lot of men, be humble like your father.
No, please.
When your mum was selling meat pie at church and your dad moved to her, he didn't think about the meat pie, but you want a babe that looks like an IG model.
Please.
Your mum still sells meat
do
pie,
you
by
look
the
like
way.
an IG model?
Your mum still sells meat pie, by the way.
Do you also know your
20
limits
years
and know your
later.
levels? Know what you're capable of handling.
Yeah.
Do not come and meet to a girl that is all put together because you think you're on that level, babes.
And then
Yeah.
and then meanwhile you're DMing and moving to girls that are literally below her par.
Bro,
And that's another thing. Why do niggas always cheat with girls that are below the par of
Guys,
the current babe they're with?
sorry.
Because I'm really having a vein in my neck right now, guys. Why are you
My
why are
vein
you
is
moving to a babe and then when I see the babe, I'm even thinking, like,
do you know what? Do you know what? This is a crazy statement, yeah? If you cheat on me with a nice girl, it's not fairs, but it's fairs, innit? If you cheat on someone below me or someone who I don't believe is
this is not my cup of tea. Are you joking?
You know
you
what's
couldn't even
crazy?
find one Maya Jama.
When you playing? When you find out that they done this, and then you're like, the babe is not even cute, and then they start with, she's not even all that anyway. She was all that
when you were when you were inside
she
her.
was all that, but it's okay though, because at the end of the day, it's like most of the time when men end up swerving and going to do things with other girls that aren't their girlfriends, they end up give them 3 weeks, and they'll be back in your messages.
3 weeks, babe. 3 weeks. Give them 1 week.
1 week.
Give them 3 days. Once they've now sat down, they've now deeped. Nah, man's actually not like about that. You know, like I can't believe I've done this. He's gonna come back, babe, I miss you. But to your boys, F that hoe, bruv.
Bro, his boys are even the ones saying, "Go, bro, chase the bag, bro.
Chase the bag, bro. But your bros don't have bag. Your bros don't have bag.
You're in the park making music videos with your boy. TikToking it away.
TikToking, you're doing
TikToking it away. Do you get what I mean?
Shut up. You're TikToking, you're dancing for 10 likes.
She is
Do you know what? I feel
up.
like I did get I feel like I did definitely like feel some sort of embarrassment when it came to certain situations pertaining to that, because I feel like at a certain age, when it comes to music and football, at a certain age it becomes a dream. For real. Do you know?
Because now your body's not in line with your expectation.
Yeah, and you're just gonna.
You can't even do it.
You're just gonna be that old washed nigga.
You've missed your peak. Can we please be honest? You've missed your peak. If you're 23,
because I'm showing.
If you're 23 and you want to pursue your football career,
what
babes,
I find mad,
get a retail job.
Their friends are in the background of the videos also supporting, and it's just like, instead of you to have gone to work or to do something that pertains to your future development, you're following this one around, following his destiny. So when he blows, what happens to you? Are you going to continue to be in the background of those videos, or are you going to eat from the same plate as him? Now he's kicked you out the yard, you don't even know what to do. You didn't manage to make money to have your own crib.
Thank you.
Now you get into a little argument. Bro is telling you, "Hey, bro, you need to cut, fam," and you can't even tell him no, because you get it.
Because it's
the
not
one
your
that's
house.
up there. But it's not your house. To prioritize chasing your own dreams. You were too busy following this guy up and down all around London, going to different studios to scream in the mic and waste his time.
She is eating you up, you know.
To scream in the mic and waste his fucking time.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry, but if I'm to play some of the song into this microphone. You guys will tell me the guy is useless.
You know,
because you are
music.
But the thing is, it's just not even going towards one person. But if it resonates with this person, I really hope it resonates with them if they do come across this video, because you really need to make a change to your life, because there are bigger fish to fry. And I feel like,
well, we thank God for life, and
you are bigger fish to fry. Following your boy to this park, and we catch you on TikTok making videos. Bro,
you know what? There's nothing. Do you know what I think?
Chasing your friend's dream.
This is actually my truth. Chasing your friend's dream. Do you know what I actually think? I think TikTok isn't a bad stepping stone, but when TikTok is your full life, please, what are you doing?
Bro,
because I would use TikTok to get to greater. What did you say?
You're in the background shaking your hips. Your boy's rapping about better days coming.
That's better than me, bro.
Your hips are moving like this.
Them Timmyyy jeans that smell like you're literally gonna get a UTI from them Timmyyy jeans. You're a boy with a UTI.
What is wrong with you? Okay. I was gonna go back to those boys. She's still going.
Yeah, on TikTok.
Let's give it a minute. Those boys that are chasing their friends' dreams.
Yeah.
But when you see a girl chasing their dreams, now you're intimidated. She's still laughing. When you see a girl chasing their dreams, you're intimidated. She's actually laughing at herself, and it's actually
she cracks herself up all the time.
Because someone tell her to shut up, bruv. Like,
I can't wait to cut this part out and just post it. I'm joking.
This is raw and uncut.
This is raw
and uncut.
Do you get it? This is unfiltered.
But you were saying,
men are very intimidated by. I feel like. Do you know what it is? I feel like when this podcast is there, I feel like people will be intimidated because they know that I'm now pursuing something that you may not be able to live up to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm now getting to heights that you may not be able to get up to because you don't have the same ambition.
Yeah.
And it's just the way life is.
Yeah.
Men don't want you to outdo them with the ambition.
100%.
And I'm very ambitious. I know exactly where I want to get to, or I have an idea of where I want to get to, and I'm going to do everything I can to get there. Do you get it?
It matter who I got to cut off
I
in the way.
don't care who's in the way. I don't care who God's got to take out my life. I'm going to get get there. But when a man sees a girl with some like very strong-headed and very outspoken like me, they're very intimidated because you feel like you can't handle me.
And I feel like it's also, especially when it's he's tried to do something like what you're doing before and it failed.
Yeah.
For example, like if you're in university and maybe he got to second year and got kicked out, or like he failed it or something, then he starts feeling like raw. Yeah. You're about to graduate and I couldn't even finish uni. Like,
but that's based on insecurity. That's not my cross to carry. That's your cross to carry.
Depends on like your skin type, like your skin color. Like for us, we're dark women. You know what I mean? When we are more like focused, outspoken, immediately aggressive.
Guys, now I'm aggressive. I'm actually 5'2".
Guys, on the way here,
5'4".
This guy was blocking the way for some girl, some poor lady. She didn't speak a blink of English. She just said, excuse me. The guy was talking to his friends. He didn't want to move. I said, can you move? The lady's saying, excuse me. She's worried she's going to miss her stop. She was getting so flustered. She was about to cry. I was like, can you move? This guy wanted to say, oh, you know, you're aggressive, this, that, and the other.
I'm not aggressive. I'm not aggressive. You just can't firm the truth. I'm not blunt. You can't firm the truth. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not rude. You just don't want to hear it straight. It's as simple as that.
But I feel like a lot of black girls, we just say it how it is, and they don't like it. They don't
saying stuff with like sugarcoating requires effort.
Yeah,
it requires me to think and really jig my sentence. I don't want to.
When it comes to that whole aggressive thing with black girls, like I'll be so real. Like when it comes to other people's opinion of black people, I couldn't care less.
Yeah, neither could I.
Because it's got to a certain point where it's like, we've gone through enough. Why should we continue to conform?
They only started finding us paying in 2022.
Yeah.
What? They started finding us laying in January, bro. Are you joking?
Secondary school, you're black. You're
black. Dark skin girls are a trend. And that's what's so sad. We are a trend, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, we are a trend.
I find that.
And we're just waiting for the trend to die out.
I feel like when it comes to like middle-aged older white men, they do have a fetish for us younger black women. And I feel like that is why a lot of us black girls have been in this sugar daddy situation.
No, it's because we're broke.
I see. No, not even just because of broke, but fetish. Like we are being fetishized. And I feel like older white men who have made money see us as sort of like, in a way, a sob story a bit. Because they see it as, oh, she ain't got no money now, she's fucking with an old ass man like me. Do you get what I mean? And it's like the control that they can have over you, and especially as black women, they will always
want to see you submissive.
You always see you as a level below what you really are.
What we really are.
If
they won't hold us in that same light that they hold those of, and this
a light skin could literally have no job. They could be on Instagram, babe, on OnlyFans. Yeah, they're up there. But me, I'm starting my own business. I have 5 degrees. I could literally have $1 million in the bank.
And I'm so
I have to do my skin color. Guys, a dark skin. Hold on, sorry, quickly. A dark skin has to do 3 times what a light skin person will have to do.
This isn't a lie, you know.
Because
it's not a lie.
we have to, even like, I'm talking just within the black community. Obviously, we know that black people have to do more than white people. However, just within the black community, a dark skinned person has to work so much harder than a light skinned person, because we don't get the same privileges.
A lot of men, they have their mums are dark, so they've had bad experiences with their mum.
Even you yourself are dark. Are you joking? You look like Chaco.
When it comes to the whole light skin thing and about light skins, we have to work 3 times. I don't agree with that in terms of reality of life, just because of the fact that in the eyes of white people we're all black. I don't feel
I'm talking about within
the community, but when I say that, I mean when we look on the bigger picture within the community, the reality of it is it's only when it comes to dating and preferences where we have to work harder to look good, maybe, or we have to work harder to be far more attractive. But when it comes to real life, I feel like we can't do this whole light skin. We can't categorize ourselves into colors when it comes to real life, because I'm showing you in the outside world, whatever, like it doesn't even need to be a white person.
To the white man, a black
anybody
person,
else that is a different race from us, we're all black. Like, do you get what I mean? So we can't, that's the problem we're making in the black community. We're trying to categorize ourselves, we're getting treated like this because we're dark. At the end of the day, we're all black, and that is why they laugh at us, because we don't even have a community
within ourselves.
So how are we gonna fight against them? That's we're fighting each other.
And I feel like a lot of these, like especially with women, the way they're bringing us women down, like women rappers, please stop rapping about sex. Please stop.
You know what it is? It's not over. It's the
women around my coochie pig, my booty hole. But the problem is that video Sikiana made in Buckingham Palace, and that white lady at the back was just looking so same, because as You know what my problem is? Miley Cyrus had her time where she was twerking and stuff,
but she stopped it.
But I feel like the Sukiana's a mother.
Do you know what that is?
Sukiana's a mother.
No, but do you know what I've realized?
You see her video on Twitter where she was literally like unrobed and she was on OnlyFans.
No, I didn't.
And it's a thing where, thank God you didn't, because it's a thing where
she was literally pissing. But
so when she gets older, when her kids get older and they're now in school and they're now at an age where they've seen these videos or their friends have seen these videos, the same what happened to Kim Kardashian, how are they going to cope with being in that environment where people are saying your mother is Sukiana,
basically, but it's also, I feel like that's because this is a sad reality. To do well as a woman rapper, you have to sexualize yourself.
Yeah, you have to
genuinely look at Ice Spice. Think about the best female rappers you can think about. Let's say Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. Let's say Megan Thee Stallion, just to throw one in. Do they not all sexualize themselves? IVD sexualizes herself because that's the only way to do well. Well, like, it's not the only way to do well, but it's like
sex
one of the
sex cells.
Yeah, but that leads back to the bigger picture, which is of course those who are running these things underground. Because at the end of the day, I don't think when we say sex cells, it's just, I feel like sex cells for every colour.
What's sex? Oh, sex cells.
Yeah.
I thought it was sex cell. I said sex cell. What word is that?
It does for every single like community, but with black community, we sexualize ourselves in a different way to the other communities. For example, in the white community, they like bums and those things aren't their priority. Maybe most of them are like a breast man. But you see, with the black, we like everybody wants a fat bum. Even us girls were in gym sweating because we want to get that bum, because that is what is sexualized. So the people up there see that, okay, black people, they sexualize body, we're gonna have them twerking, we're gonna have them do this. But you see in other productions for other races, maybe they sexualize other things.
And the ones, the black female rappers that don't sexualize themselves, they don't get seen.
They don't.
Millie, she should have bloomed before.
She should have bloomed. Unpopular opinion, but Sexy Red ain't that good. And she's about
who's
to
that?
like,
what's her song?
Let's see. I'm ghetto when I'm fancy.
Yeah, she's not that good. That's why I don't know.
The songs are catchy.
Like she's fucking us up, you know.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
it's the beat. The scene after Sukiana is fucking us up right now, because whatever representation we had of ourselves before had just been rounded.
Yeah,
but now it's like everyone. Female rappers are starting to look the same.
Yeah,
like Ice Spice is starting to look the same as Lady or something, as all the ones you're mentioning, because they're all doing the same type of.
For example, you know, Latto. When Latto wanted to focus on doing the actual rapping thing, she wasn't popping. But now she goes on stage and she starts like twerking and shit.
Of course.
And have you noticed when you go to an Ice Spice concert, the crowd doesn't cheer until she twerks?
Yes.
So it's just even like they noticed that. This is what,
because that's what they want to see.
We're our own problem.
That's what I'm saying.
We are our own problem, because at the end of the day, we also sit here and entertain.
We're the ones that maybe we didn't acquire, we didn't cause this to be our issue, but we're maintaining it. We are the ones that are carrying it through the generations, and we can only be to blame. But guys, after that whole long detour, let's go back to the original question. Do you think you set unrealistic standards for yourself, like goals? And I think personally, I'm gonna go first. I feel like for me, no. I feel like anything is possible with God. Philippians 4:13. Through Christ who strengthens me. However, see the Bible. I'm joking. But I feel like sometimes it is like if your goal doesn't scare you, it's not a big enough goal. Like your goal and your dreams should terrify you. Like you should genuinely feel like, how am I gonna get there? Because if they're just borderline level, you should be aiming higher. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I set unrealistic, but I think some people definitely do, like some, especially men. I feel like men set unrealistic standards for themselves quite a lot.
And that's I'm going to get angry at everything, because when they feel like they've not reached that unrealistic goal, they feel like failures. But the thing is, some goals are unrealistic, and I feel like a lot of times people don't realize that it's okay to realize something might not happen, because it might, and that is just how God has. If you put your complete all
into it, you know, and God hasn't approved, sometimes you have to let go and try to think that God has called you to do.
If we understand God ceases to be God, and that is why I feel like sometimes questioning Him. I know as human beings we're meant to question why we're here and our purpose, but I feel like if we were to understand, God is not understandable. Do you get what I mean? And if we are to understand Him, as the Bible says,
you can have a relationship with Him, but He's not. You're never going to be able to understand God fully. His timing is different. 1 year to us is like a million years to Him. Do you know what I mean?
Genuinely, it matters. And I feel like that's the thing with my life. I feel like I have a skeleton of where I want to go.
Yeah.
But I am fine to wherever God wants to take me.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, if God wants me to be a presenter, I would be a presenter. If God wants me to work in retail, which I don't believe God would want me to do, but if he wanted me to work in retail and share the word there, I'ma do it. Whatever can help better the kingdom and even just make my life more realistic, because God is not selfish. He also wants you to enjoy. He wants you to get to where you want to be.
God's will for you to struggle. It's God's will for you to endure.
Anything that comes out of pain is from the devil. It's not from God.
Genuinely, don't think God is causing you pain. It's not God. God may remove something that causes you temporary pain to bring you permanent happiness. But that is the only way God will do. Oh, don't.
No, because I know.
Trust me.
When it does come to, I do feel like sometimes people do set unrealistic expectations for themselves, and I feel like that causes, back to mental health, I feel like it does cause mental health problems, because depression, psychosis, all those things can stem from that want for something that is unrealistic. And I have seen it in people before where they become mean and horrible people because they have set a goal for themselves by this age I'm gonna have this and that, and they don't have it, and now they feel like I hate everybody kind of thing. And I do feel like even as people, subliminally sometimes we set unrealistic goals for ourselves, and I feel like some of our problems do come from ourselves pushing ourselves too hard.
They also come from us just like looking at social media and stuff and seeing
social media is not real life.
Just because they're wearing B22s, they work in Sainsbury's too.
You know they were eating Gary for breakfast, lunch and dinner to get that
and
B22.
I feel like just an important fact, God didn't put us here to survive. Do you get what I mean? We're here to live life. At the end of the day, the Bible says after we work, we should enjoy. So I feel like sometimes the problem, especially with this generation, is that work. I got to touch a meal before this. I got to do this before this. Have you even lived your life?
God's will for you to touch a million.
Have you even lived your life?
Have you gone back to your maker and asked, is that your will?
But have you even like actually lived your life? And it's got to a point where you're in work 24/7.
Yeah.
Is this the life that you want to lead to maintain your lifestyle forever? Unless you're gonna get to a point where you know that you don't have to work as hard to maintain a certain lifestyle. But you're pushing yourself so hard at such a young age.
You're so hard on yourself.
You're gonna be tired of life by the time you hit 30, bro. And that depression when you get to that age, it's like that is where people kill themselves.
Everything, and now what?
Yeah,
you know, that's
now
why
what?
millionaires kill themselves, because I've got to 30.
Everything, but now what? If you're not happy within yourself, that goal and that money that you're always chasing, when you get there,
you're gonna realize it's not fulfilling.
Now you're gonna sit back and say, what do I do next? You're not gonna, and because you have, and that's what I mean when I say sometimes as human beings we don't need things in abundance, like money, for example. We don't need too much.
I wouldn't even want to be a millionaire. I just want to be comfortable. And genuinely, comfortability is all I ask for, because when you now start craving money, you're now wealthy, you're not chasing the bag.
Timmyyy, like, what is your version of because everybody's version of being comfortable is different. Some people, for them, it's like, if I can't go on more than 2 holidays a year, I'm not comfortable. But for some people, it's like, oh, if we're able to go on a nice holiday every couple of years,
no,
whole family.
I want to be comfortable to the point of like I can live my life to the fullest, and money is not the issue.
I want to be able to buy and buy twice. Do you get what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna buy a range, I want to be able to buy another one. Or if I'm gonna go on holiday, I want to be able to take my kids on another one. And I feel like a lot of things that I do now, and I don't know if I feel like a lot of boys, especially in this generation, don't think about is, I've noticed that a lot of boys don't have a savings account. They don't have any sort of investment account. Okay, cool, you guys trade and you do crypto, but as soon as you cash out the money, you don't use it into any savings, nothing. You just go and spend it straight.
You just go
and then on top of that, you don't think about, and that is why I feel like sometimes it's hard to get into a relationship. Because for me, for example, the things I'm doing in my life now, I'm doing it for my kids. I'm not doing it because I want to buy, your bag, or because I want my kids to have the best life. Like, I want my kids to enjoy life to the point where they don't feel like they have to go out and sell drugs to bring money home, or they don't feel like they have to help me pay the bills because they've seen me struggling. Even if I'm struggling, I don't want them to see it. But I feel like a lot of men in this generation, they don't think about their kids. They don't think about future families.
They don't think about even the next year.
I want to buy a Mercedes. I want to do this. I want to match with my boys.
They want to live in the now, but they don't.
It's because you just want to look good for now.
I'm showing you, like,
instead of you to hold that Mercedes for now, invest it. So that when you're older, you can use that money for something greater.
I've been with a man who's not had any savings account, and anytime money would get low, he didn't know where to go next, and it was like, I have one. And that's where men say girls always have secret money, but it's just like, bro,
It's being financially intelligent.
It's being financially intelligent, and it doesn't necessarily mean you gotta have 10 bags in your savings right now, but at least
babe.
a nice
I got it ISA. I got it ISA. You crazy?
Just sitting there, that's just in case one time you need to top up.
Emergencies.
Like, how do you think most people got through university without having to work savings money? I use my savings to help pay my rent because I prioritized university, and now I know that, okay, when I start rebuilding it to get back to how much it was before, this is what it's going to be for next. But a lot of boys, as soon as 1k hits their account, we're going Oxford Street, we're going Mayfair, we're going to go pop bottles. Image. That is also where the anger comes from, because now you ain't got a savings account and you're upset because I patterned my shit, and now you're asking me to go into my savings account.
And now you don't want to ask me. Your ego won't allow you to ask me for money, so now you're just angry.
Oh, men these days don't have ego. They ask for money. This girl, you think men really respect themselves in this generation?
You know, if a man asked me for money, I don't know why.
Sorry, but if I'm to speak on this,
please don't.
This guy is going to jail. I'm not gonna speak on it, but all I know is that men ask for money. I'm not talking from experience. I'm just saying that the person who I know.
Please, no.
I'm not talking from experience. I'm just saying that I'm just giving an example that I've seen it before of men asking for money. You get it? And I'm just saying they don't have shame. They don't even pay you back sometimes.
But they'll be telling you,
come in.
I'm coming.
You next month, me.
Babe, can you,
like next paycheck.
but you still gonna send that £20 for the free 5? What do you don't need to smoke today.
Let a man ask me for money. At least let me give you money for something that can benefit you in the future and for you and your future.
I'm trying to start this business. Can I have free bills?
You know, if I had a man, and guys, God is my witness. If I had a man and he said, I can't lie, I'm trying to start a podcast. Even I hate male podcasts, is stinky. But if he said, I'm trying to start a podcast, I need you to kind of invest into me, I would invest into him. Are you joking? I would invest into him.
Equipment,
I will get you something that can get you going, because the beginning stages are the hardest.
Fridge. You know what I mean? Get him a little mini fridge just to be in the corner. But it depends on your investment.
Get your little logo. I would really invest.
Oh wait, before we carry on, I'll just answer the question quickly. So with what was it? Do we expect too much?
I feel like unrealistic goals for ourselves.
I feel like I don't have an unrealistic goal for myself. I think my goal is very just straight ahead. However, going on YouTube, both of YouTube's point, a lot of people, they just have unrealistic goals for themselves, and it's okay to dream. Is one. Yeah, it's okay to look at the stars, but you know, they're just the stars. Sometimes you have to come back to earth. There's always gravity that's going to pull you down and humble you, and I feel like don't try and live above your means too fast, because now, okay, you're 19, you've got a Birkin now, you've got a car, you've got this, you've got that, you know, like what's next? You know, like
you're never gonna feel that satisfaction.
Yeah, you're never gonna feel the satisfaction.
If you look for satisfaction in the world, you'll never find it.
Every week, you know, you can do this, you can do it. The only thing that will fill you really is
money
God.
Is sweet. I'm telling you, money is sweet. People
nice.
I enjoy going out and having fun, but it's not about overdoing it sometimes.
It's about filling yourself with the right thing.
And I'm not ever saying that anybody out there who says that they want to have a milli by 25 is a stupid goal for you. It's not. It's not. No. If you're in a position where you feel like after that you know what you want to do, I pray to God you make it that far in your life. But don't ever make somebody else's goals and somebody else's dreams make you feel like yours are not important or yours are less than
or inadequate.
Because your dreams, even if your simple dream is maybe to work in the council and be a social worker or something simple like that, don't ever let none of these social media boys, especially these rappers or none of these stuff, tell you that being a regular person is none of these soft life babes tell you that being a regular person
guys,
and that's for both male and females, because I love regular people, you know, because it makes you feel comfortable in life, because you don't feel like you need to always be, you know, you can always, you can
relate to out with this one friend, you're spending £300.
You're spending £300 coming,
but with your best friend you're spending 20. Like,
I love regular people, so I feel like when it comes to those type of things, I feel like definitely don't let other people influence the way you feel about yourself, the way you feel about how you're
all about being secure in
because I'll
be
honest
life
with you guys, that was a mistake that I used to make when I was younger. I feel like it definitely comes with age, and I feel like if there's any young people watching, don't feel like if you feel like, oh, I'm comparing myself to people now, it's gonna come with age where you will stop. I feel like the older you get, especially when you go university and when you go
and you
certain
find
environments and you find yourself, you realize that it's okay to be me,
Mm-hmm.
and it's okay to be different from other people.
It's even better
Like
to
you
be.
just left secondary school. There's no reason as to why you're working 40 hours a week.
There's
really
reason.
not.
Like,
Go out with your friends.
have fun, man.
Go park.
Because if you don't have
go
fun now,
Yeah,
Speak
go steal
up,
from Primark.
all of that.
I don't know, do
But
something.
do
that-
something.
don't steal from Primark.
Do something
Have
like-
shame. Please, you're stealing £1
another point,
underwear.
Speaking
Please.
back to secondary school kids. Y'all are ridiculous now. I
Bro,
don't know if it's
they're
because I'm getting to a
wilding.
certain age where you lot see me as auntie.
They do
but
too
why
much.
did you push me out of the way? Like I feel like secondary school kids. I'm scared for the generation coming
I'm
now.
terrified. The next generation,
And
I'm terrified.
I'm not
worried.
gonna lie to you. The main reason is because you are having sex at 14.
At 13,
Like my sister, she's
you're not
she's
even
11,
enjoying your
guys.
childhood
My
anymore.
sister's 11. One of her friends is she's part of the queer, but not like no, it's not queer. It's non-binary. Yes, one of her friends has said she's not binary.
But the understanding isn't there yet. So
But
how are
it's
you
true,
going to
'cause
say
you know,
that?
do you know what
one of
it
her
is?
friends, they're in a toxic relationship, bro. These men are in year
At 11,
These men are
where
in
is
year
that forming
six.
from?
And then this is back to the point of the money. When you from 11 you've been in toxic relationship. By the time you get to our age, you don't even like men anymore.
You don't even know how to love.
Being through it, and you think that every man you encounter
At
is
so
like
early
you.
age.
I'm telling you guys, get in your first like serious relationship or whatever you call it when you turn 18.
Yeah.
Don't even do it when you're in college.
Yeah. Wait,
Finish
do you know
college.
what? Do you know what? I wouldn't even say
Relationships
18.
aren't cheap, you know.
I wouldn't say 18.
I wouldn't even
If
say
you're gonna
18.
go
I would
there,
say if you're gonna
18.
do it, find yourself first and be secure in yourself.
Yeah.
Because people do not explain. They don't talk on the like importance of security and knowing yourself. How can you take on somebody else's burdens when your burdens are even too much for you?
Yeah,
That doesn't
And
make
I
any
feel like
sense.
even when I do say 18, I feel like only go there if you know you're mentally prepared to go there. But when I
Yeah.
say 18, I mean like don't get a relationship. Reason I say 18 is because 18, 19, 20, a lot of us go like university or a lot of us start working or move out from home, and I feel like you can't be in a proper and I don't know if this is gonna be like a bit of a controversial point, but I feel like you can't be in a proper relationship if you're still dependent on your parents and living with them, they're giving you money. I feel like when I say 18, it's because majority of us have moved from home, so now you're cooking for yourself.
Now you've
able
got your
to
independence.
go up and down and see that person and be able to have more of
And
an
maintain
independent-
that,
and then you can come, and parents often expect, I'm not gonna lie to you, parents often do expect you to find somebody when you have gone to university.
At a certain
I do
point,
feel like after my first year finished, my parents were kind of asking like, you know, did you find
not my
anybody in
mum.
uni? And it's just because I feel like older parents always have that expectation, you'll find your husband in university. That's what my parents always used to say. So now I'm there, but I feel like if you haven't reached that age where you can go to your parents and say I have a boyfriend or I have a girlfriend, why do you have one?
Yeah, no, lit.
Or why are you in a
You're
serious
sneaking around to
relationship?
find
You're
to see your
sneaking
man.
around. Like you're
Just don't-
crying in bed, you can't even tell your mom you're heartbroken.
What are you running from? Why are we running? Why are we running to the relationship? You know it can wait.
Just have your I'm not
Just
saying
enjoy.
that. I'm not saying that, you
Hiding your
know,
love from your mum, and you guys are having sex downstairs.
In your mommy's bed.
like you could, your girlfriend can only come over when you have 3 yards. Egbam yo.
Look at this Ghanaian girl. Anyway.
Yo, like, do you get what I mean though?
Yeah.
Because I feel like, especially, and this is not for younger girls who are allowed to, like, if you're 16 and you're allowed to date, I feel like this doesn't apply because, like, for example,
You'll still be living in your mom's
I
house.
feel like when I was 16, I can't tell my mum I'm going to a man's house to see him.
Yeah.
You think I can tell my mom I'll go to a man's house
Oh,
now?
mum, my boyfriend's coming over.
Yeah, my boyfriend's
did you
coming
say?
over. Like,
To
you
do
know
what?
what I mean?
To do what?
Are you guys study partners?
At 16, 17, you think your parents are really going to take you in. I feel like maybe 19, 20, 21, your parents are more like, okay, yeah.
Because
They're even cheering
it's
you on.
because
Yeah,
your
they're
parents
worried
know.
now.
They're even scared because they want grandchildren.
Because everyone knows you marry to, I mean, you date to marry.
marry.
So if the person that you're with, you guys can't even take each other nowhere. It's vice versa as well, men and girls. Your man is always taking you out, fair enough. You can't even
Take him out.
take
Like,
him a
his
little
birthday's come and you're
you know
just,
what I'm saying? You
oh,
can't even
pussy
buy
for your
maybe
birthday again.
You're just opening leg. That's the present.
5
Bro,
kids in a row.
get off the table. Are you
Had it
silly?
for Christmas.
I don't know which
Valentine's
babe is out
Day.
there planning to buy lingerie or lingerie and
You're
just
not gonna
lie on
wrap
the
yourself
bed.
up.
You're gonna
Get
lie
a
on the
job.
bed like fried fish for your man again.
In fetal position, he's tired.
tired.
He's tired. He's tired. Get him a present.
You know,
One round and he's literally telling you to get out. That's the same pussy from last week, and you're acting like it's any new or something. Come on, man.
Just because you wrapped yourself, you think it's
And because
better?
they're comfortable, it's not bold.
You wore a red
Because they're
lace.
comfortable, it's not bold.
Mum's pum pum's even leaking at the side with hair, and this you're expecting him to. Oh, babe, pussy again. Yeah. You couldn't even bring pink Moscato so you can get in the mood. Please.
Oh, but okay.
At least buy him some loud or something.
It's
Do you get what I
true.
mean?
I said loud.
Anything, like, in a relationship, you need money. I don't know why these people are letting you think, oh yeah, you can both be
And
broke.
even as a girl, you shouldn't have money. No, you need money as a girl too. You don't need as much as a man, but you need
sometimes you
money as a girl.
Because you know what my thing is, I never go on a date with a man if I know I ain't got money in my account. It doesn't matter if he's offered to pay for the date or not.
Because if now you change your mind and I'm sitting here like this.
Now the waiter comes, oh, is that going to be together or separate? And you're
Split
together, and he's saying separate, please, separate.
I'm now looking, my hand is shaking.
Telling him, no, the babe is not even leng. Like, this is not what I was expecting, so just make it a separate thing. And now you're tapping your card is declining. So are you going to wash plate or are you going to bake him? It's the one or the
the back and
you better go to the back and wash them plates until your acrylics fall off.
Like, stop going on dates and ordering the whole restaurant, and
I think that's actually really mean. I genuinely think that's really mean.
Like,
be humble.
You guys see that video of the man, and he was like to the girl, no, I'm not paying for you and all your friends' food, and she's like, but it's my birthday.
Wait,
she was like, but you
pay
guys
for me and my friends' food.
That is another important topic. American girls and UK girls, we are very different people.
Extremely different.
We are very different.
Don't demand
people.
Americans are used to spending.
Wait, the sentence is coming. Don't demand American treatment in the UK. It will not happen.
Because you know what? The main reason I'm saying that is that the reason why I feel like, and I'm not even gonna blame the men and say that they're stingy, because it's actually none of our fault. The reason why I feel like relationships they're more with money and spending bigger money. People in America touch more money than we do.
They get paid more.
Of them
they get paid
more money than we do, and
they get paid
quicker.
more. They get paid so much more.
Taxes and secondary.
Yeah, and they get tax returns and shit. There's so many more, and America's such a big place, you know. So I don't think it's anybody.
And there's so many more opportunities in America too.
These men are used to spending like 3 bags on a top.
Yeah, you think I can in America you can ask your boyfriend to buy you a car. Here you can definitely ask, but here it's
It's a bit different.
It's a bit different
because they don't really have a transport. Like, we got TFL.
Yeah, we've got TFL. It's just like, babe, where are you using have you even got a license?
Yeah.
But with they even get their licenses on a quick thing, bro. Niggas be 16 in America whipping it in the highway, and I'm just thinking, whoa.
And now us, you drive too slow, they feel you.
But
can you imagine?
I feel like it's definitely 2 different things, and I feel like if you're one of them babes that expect American treatment in the UK, you're gonna find yourself very disappointed, because at the end of the day, you haven't even got the American type of money. Babes in America will start a lace business, Sarah.
150 wig.
They will start a lace business, and they're doing people's hair, each client for $200.
Too much.
And
in the
imagine,
UK,
hear me out. You have 10 clients a day, because sometimes wig stores don't take too long to do on people. You have 10 clients a day.
10 is ridiculous.
How much have you
can have like 3 in a day.
In a day already.
10
but
is
here,
crazy.
because there's less people here and there's less saturation of especially black people like there is in America, not everybody can do hair, not everybody can do nails. So it's like, we aren't really gonna go for that £200. Do you get what I mean?
If you can go to a hair shop down the road, £50, 20.
If you can go to auntie down the road,
Auntie that can grip the back of your hair proper.
yeah, and they don't really even have loads of, like, you know, here we got aunties
In
got the
Beckham,
shops,
you're
all
walking down
that
Beckham.
stuff.
You want to do your hair?
Exactly.
You want to do
They
your
gotta
hair?
drive on the highway to be able to find a community where there's shops and stuff. Some of them. So a lot of times it's like, we need to also snap into reality that the UK is going to be very different from America.
And one thing about, business owners, I'm going to be one very soon. Business owners, please stop charging me salon prices if I'm going to your house and your kids are screaming.
Oh.
I don't want it.
Mommy, I'm hungry.
Bro,
You're
I'm
not
doing
eating
hair.
chicken while you're
Like,
cutting my hair.
bro,
You're eating jollof rice.
You're eating jollof. Now my hair stinks.
And I'm not going to lie to
No,
you.
look, you're using that brown cream. You're not brown and yellow.
Yeah.
This is spicy cream.
And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not coming with my hair pre-washed. I'm not coming with my hair pre-blow dry. What do you mean by that?
So I'm doing everything
You guys
for you.
don't even
And then on top of
have,
that, I want to start doing like wig in stores. I will braid your hair for free. Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
What do you
it's
mean
part
come with
of-
your hair pre-braided?
it's part
From
of
where?
the
it's part of the service.
And then come with your wig people.
They want to charge luxury.
You know what
yeah.
I personally don't like? And as somebody who, like, I hate when girls blame the quality of the lace for why they couldn't do well on the install. Why?
oh my God.
If you are a good hairstylist, you can do every lace.
Yeah.
Don't lie and say because it wasn't
People
HD
are
lace.
plaiting maps in their hair. You can't do the lace because the lace is too thick.
Yeah, you're
Get
saying,
a grip.
you only get this if you get quality. Look, when I tell you, see African hairstylists, they can braid short hair, long hair, or brony hair. Everybody's
even mullets they can do.
But you're telling me because I didn't get HD lace, you can't do it? Oh, come on, Clara.
Come on my face.
I'm telling you, when I start doing wigs on a proper thing, I don't mind what I'm not gonna corn someone because they went to go and get a wig from it's a wig. You know, you're spending more money on your wig than we do on our natural hair half of the time, and that's also a big problem in the black community because you're more worried about the quality of the lace. What about the quality of your hair?
And 9 times out of 10,
is your hair even
these
growing?
People with the outrageous T's and C's, they're not even qualified.
People are probably gonna
they don't even have barbicide. Barbicide is for free, bro. They don't even have barbicide, and there's so many T's and C's. And I'm not knocking anyone that does hair in their house or like they do their business in their house, but it's just like, you know, if you're gonna be doing it in your house, have your house prices. Don't be charging me 180 and I can still hear background noise. It's a service, bro. I should be getting massage. Do you know what I mean? Luxury.
My chair should even be massaging my back as they do my hair. I'm sitting down for 10 hours.
It's a service, you know.
But
like, I understand people know their work.
But coming back to the wigs and natural hair thing, is it just me or I do feel like, and I had this experience when I moved to the Midlands for university.
I know what you're gonna do.
And me and Timmyyy have talked about this before at work, where I felt like coming from London, I felt like the men in London definitely liked a bit of everything. You could have braids, like Sarah's like type of braids, or your type of braids. You can have, like, I have finger waves under my wig. You can have finger waves. You can have a lace front. You can have a bun. It doesn't matter what type of
as long
hair.
as it looks good.
They'll eat it up as long as it looks good. But I felt like when I moved to the Midlands, it was a thing where
they all had the same
hair off, the attitude I got from men, even though I was still the same me and still the same face, the attitude that I got from the boys in the Midlands was different from when I wore my wigs and stuff like that. And when I had braids, it was also different because I do everything. I like my natural hair, I like the wigs, I like the braids. But every single time I had a different hairstyle,
now you're dressing me differently.
It was different. So one time, I'll give you an example. When I first moved into where I went for uni in first year, I went to a motive one time and I had a jet black bust down wig. That motive that day, like,
I'm sure you got moved to off your head.
I got moved to in it, but I also went to that same club, but a couple months later, and I had cut my hair off and I had like the Nia Long type of finger wave 90s style, and there was only a specific type of boys who liked that, and they were mostly the graduates and those who are.
Do you know what I've realized? Older boys, have more of an open taste. Because younger boys are very limited in what they think. They're like, I want the jet black bust down. Maybe if they're really feeling spontaneous, the jet black curly hair.
It's crazy because when a boy meets a girl like me, I don't wear makeup. I only do braids. You know, you know.
I do feel like though, I do feel more comfortable sometimes being myself with an older man, because I feel like with older men, it doesn't matter how you come, they still like you. I feel like an older men, I feel like they do like a woman that is like just presents themselves well, but they don't have to necessarily have the fattest bum or the biggest breast. But I feel like a lot of boys coming up in this generation, and I don't blame them, it's social media who's pushing this, you know, BBL, and now they're starting to think a 15-year-old girl is supposed to have a fat bum like that, and it's like she hasn't even finished puberty yet.
She hasn't even touched it. She hasn't even started.
She hasn't even had kids yet for her to really see what her body's going to look like. Do you get what I mean? But I do feel like with older men, and a lot of older men, I feel like definitely with the boys of our generation, they are going to become like the older men now, where they've been there and done that.
Because they will get tired of going through all the generic
girls, and they start looking for something different. And I feel
now
like
you realize that didn't work for you.
Went through their own phase. We just didn't see it because you know what I mean. But I feel like now, especially when it comes to settling down, some men also look for what they want to like. Do I really want the mother of my kids to look like this and dress like this? And I feel like at a certain age, they start looking at some of these BBLs and they're thinking, raw, when I have my kids, like, is this the marge? Like, you're going to be picking them up in a crop top.
Don't be pushing, you're old. Don't be making this young girl stay in the house now. She's 20, babe. She wants to live her life.
And by the way, when I say older men, I don't mean you weirdos who
I don't mean 30. I don't mean 20, 25.
28 telling us, niggas make it at 40 and 50. In what world? In what world?
Flog you.
Like, niggas be Timmyyy. Look in my Timmyyy, like, look in my eye when I tell you this, yeah. There's men out there, and I know like the person in question is never gonna see this, so I can say how it is. There's actually so me and Sarah are like from the same ends in it, and there's this guy who, like, first of all, he's one of them guys who, if he sees you in ends, like where we're from, he's gonna be like, oh, do you lot smoke? Obviously, you're like, if you like,
first of all,
cool.
But
that's the only way you feel like you can chat to me.
When he first approached me, I was like, yeah, cool. So I've gone back to, when I say I've gone back to his place, not to do anything, but I've gone back to his place because obviously he wanted me to test the loud and see if it's come. It was not good. But anyways, the whole point was that he was 26 living in those like homes they make for those who go to jail and they're like being rehabilitated.
Yeah, basically abandoned. Yeah, basically.
But it's like everybody
it's not a home, it's a room, by the way.
Everybody
so
the bed touches the toilet seat.
like a studio, but the B-Tech one.
But everybody who lives in that flat is like fresh out of jail.
Yeah.
And how can this man like move to Sarah, and bearing in mind he's 28 and he's here telling her that watch the glow up soon at 28.
He said, watch the
28.
Babes, your hairline's about to disappear.
He told me, guys, he told me I was dangerous and then proceeded to say, but when are we linking up?
28.
Dangerous, yes. I carry knives.
Yeah?
I carry knives.
When we
please.
say older niggas, we're not talking about that. I'm talking about maybe 4 years older than me. That's the furthest we'll go. I'm not talking
4 years
about
older
30.
even. Yeah.
I'm not talking about 30 talking about glow up is coming.
Even 2024 is mad to me, bro. 2023 I feel like makes a little bit more sense because you know when you get to 25 or when you're approaching 25, you're in a different stage of your life. You can't chat to me again.
Yeah.
But 25 is a stretch now.
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't even be married.
We have time for today on today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for being my guests.
Bye.
And we'll be back for we'll be back for another episode. Everybody say bye.